Welcome back to week 23, hour number 2. The third night in a row has passed uneventfully. The party is terrified.
Third night, man. You didn't have anything happen for. It's been 2 weeks now. What the heck?
The party is petrified.
Yes, Medusa's attacked during the night.
Yeah, it's raining Medusas actually.
Hallelujah.
That's funny. Okay.
Horrible version of this song.
I use my force wall ring as an umbrella.
Singing in the rain.
All right. After you have the same strange dream, you wake up.
We all have the Medusa dream?
Yep, that's okay. It was just weird enough that we had to include it somehow.
Well, you know, going through the swamp, it brought back all those memories and stuff. And...
yeah. Traumatizing. Even Donkey wakes up with a start.
But he's relieved when he sees his partner there.
Yep. Yeah. The giant Clydesdale mare that Smurrrrh's been riding. Good morning, party.
Good morning. Let's go.
Oh.
No time for food. Let's go. Eat fast. Let's go.
No, Smurrrrh's
Undead.
making breakfast.
Gotta
Smurrrrh's
catch the
making
undead.
breakfast.
Catching the undead.
Smurrrrh's going to wake up and start cooking. Everyone else is trying to take off.
Yep.
Okay. That's Smurrrrh's ritual.
Well,
I'm
it's not
probably
really.
gonna be
It's not
trying to
really. It's not really a ritual.
Breakfast
It's
burrito.
more of a. He's hungry in the morning.
Okay. So everyone's packing up their stuff, throwing tents onto horses. Smurrrrh's walking around, grabbing some choice logs, breaks them down, sets the water boiling,
This is
cracking the
a
pepper
camp
in.
of like 100 and some soldiers. I'm sure by the time he got the water started, they're packed up and like sitting on their horses looking at him.
Yeah. Captain of the guard calls the halt and goes over and starts helping Smurrrrh.
The same captain of the guard that told me he wanted to push on the night before.
I roll my eyes. Just like, oh man.
One roll,
Look at this
Smurrrh.
guy.
Okay, hang on a sec. For some reason, my roll 20 took a shit.
I yell out
Use
to the
term.
guard, get it to go.
He doesn't know what you mean.
He just looks at you quizzically. To go.
Stick it in a burrito.
Burrow? Come here, donkey.
Swear to God, I'm going to go invent the burrito, breakfast burrito for you people.
Whoa.
I just did my cooking roll.
Holy cow.
I dismount.
Colby sighs. as the rest of the
Everyone's
army
off their
dismounts.
horses.
Yeah, I run over.
Everyone
Like-
holding trays.
If I have to be the first one there and use my wings to do it, I do it.
I think Colby, you might even have a little bit of this food.
No, you've got Colby sworn off eating your food.
I don't know.
We
Smurrrrh
have
is-
sustenance, damn it, and we had terrible experiences when we broke our sustenance. Fuck your
Smurrrr's up
food, man.
You might think Will saves not to eat, I think, with that roll.
It's pretty cool. Smurrrh's up there dishing it out to everybody coming by. It's just amazing. Riclamin gets a tray, goes on by captain of the guard, another guard, old man carrying a black staff, another guard. It's awesome. They're all going by, give their
Wait, who's the old
trays.
man?
I get a second helping and like sneak it in if I can.
He puts a mustache on, gets back in line.
No, he
No,
just
I
uses
just
the
take it off
mask
some
3
guy's
times.
plate. I'm just like,
Everyone's just sitting around eating. It's wonderful.
Wait a minute. Did you take the guard captain's plate away from him and eat his food?
no. No, he needs it. He's pretty useless.
Smurrrrh, it was amazing. It was wonderful. You did one of your best. So what did you make?
Muted.
Please,
Wild
Yeah.
mushroom pancakes?
wild mushroom pancakes. Okay. And swamp syrup.
Yeah, no, it's like syrup from the tree.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Tap the
Swamp
tree.
sap.
There we go. You tapped the tree. It's on a spigot as you go by. It's great.
I just, I improvised one on the fly.
You know what? He's big and strong enough that he could just literally wring the tree like a towel.
Squeeze the tree.
So Riclamin comes by for seconds. So does the older man. He gets another pancake and sits back down. After everyone's done eating, he stands up and dusts himself off. So, were y'all ready to get started?
I'm good to go.
Who dust himself off?
The elderly man with the older man. He's not elderly.
Who is
Older
this old
man with the black
by-
staff.
What?
I received a message that y'all were needing magical transport to Everland.
Yes.
You must be Blackstaff. Black Cloak. Blackstaff? Black Cloak.
Do you say that like that? Like that? Look.
Yes, he does. Why not?
He just looks at you.
He's pointing at the cloak and the staff.
at Colby.
No, Colby's pointing at his black staff, black cloak, black staff, black cloak.
Which one is it? Just let me know. I'm horrible with names.
Black staff cloak?
I gotta write
You
this
can
down.
call me.
Smurrrrh shaking his head.
Just call me Black Staff.
Blackstaff. Any relation to Black Cloak?
So the rest of you are going to be going along.
I apologize.
That's
I swore
that's insulting.
I knew a Black Cloak. I'm getting confused. Are you able to?
Had a long few days. Please ignore his babbling.
This is
Hey.
very diplomatic.
Speak for yourself. Are you able to transport us ahead of the army?
I've got preparations in Everland. I can transport you directly into the city.
Can you tell where they are right now, the army? Do you have any?
They
riding
passed
knowledge?
by it last night.
Son of a bitch.
Let's do
That
this.
still puts us
Let's
leagues
do this. We
ahead
don't
of
have
where
time to
we
spare.
are.
Let's go.
All right. He cracks the staff on the ground, starts drawing a circle.
This looks familiar.
Takes him a
Smurrrrh's
few
doing his
moments
best. Smurrrh's doing his best to copy what he's drawing and draw it too.
Bert transports himself
Yes.
to water.
When I
Water-
see Smurrrrh drawing in the ground, I go over and I grab him. No. Magic.
Spot
Do you
check.
know magic?
Bad Smurrrh. Bad Smurrrh.
Yeah, spot check to notice what Smurr's doing.
Okay.
Considering how Smurrrrh behaved previously, I think some of us would be watching him anyway. I was keeping him entertained back at the
Sragg, do you want me
house when we were there,
to
so
check to see how well I can copy what he's doing?
I don't think I see it.
No. Come on. Someone beat a. Ooh.
No, you know what? I do see him doing it, but I think nothing of it.
Okay.
I'm
Would I
just
even
like,
be worried? Like, don't you have to have some innate ability to use magic to cause any problems?
don't know.
I mean, because
Mr.
Smurrrrh,
Smurrrrh,
stop it, Smurrrrh.
the child with the father's gun. Okay.
I got a 20.
I will rules layer this, and I'm going to start memorizing what other wizards are doing and start doing it too.
Okay. So she's running over. She sees what you're doing, Smurrrrh, and she's trying to stop you.
No. Bad magic.
Bad Smurrrh.
Bad magic.
What?
You could disrupt it. You could get people killed.
What's the
including
big
your-
deal? I'm just making a picture.
Who's Blackstaff again? Out of game?
Blackstaff, Lord of Waterdeep.
He's the Lord of Waterdeep?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a chosen of Mystra and leads his own faction of wizards.
Okay.
Good to have friends in high places.
Yeah. Carry on.
He completes the circle.
Yeah.
taps on it again. It starts to glow. There you are. One teleportation circle. He looks over at what Smurrrrh was drawing. Close. Look up at him. Very close.
You're now cross classes into wizard.
I cross my arms and I'm all proud.
Flaps his wings
A
indignantly.
small imp appears in the circle.
Reaches into his robe and grabs a small folded scroll and hands it to Mr. Smurrrrh.
I take it and I put it in my backpack.
And then, this is what was requested. You seem to have plenty of force to handle what you're after.
One would hope.
If you will excuse me, I will be about my business. I will be checking in on you. But it seems that someone else already is. Anyway.
Do you know who this other person is as he disappears?
Yeah. Colby calls off into the rift in space-time that closes up behind him.
I say people skills, Colby, people skills, and I shake my head.
All right, so you have a big glowing circle in the middle of the road in front of you.
Let's go. Everybody in? You first, Smurrrrh. Wait, bad idea.
I go with him.
I'm already running towards it.
I go with him.
Ooh, Smurrrrh dives right
I
into
realize what I've done and run for the circle.
Now,
What he said, panic and run in.
I would have loved to had it happen to where if y'all hadn't have stopped Smurrrrh, you jump into that one, come out of this one, fall back into that one for a loop. But
He's invented a portal.
anyhow,
D&D
anyhow.
edition.
Smurrrrh jumps through. Riclamin flying after him as quick as possible. You come out into Everland in the market square. This place has been devastated. You remember the stalls here? You remember people hawking their wares? There's nobody in sight.
I say this place has been devastated.
I usher the people as they come through to like get out of the way so they don't get stomped on.
Do I see the tower?
Moon, yeah, the tower is still there. You look, there are still some stalls set up. There is a skeletal form with a beard laying over there at the spice stall.
Does he have any descendants there?
No.
I say, hey, it's that guy, Ricky. I point out beard guy.
Ah, spice merchants.
Hey, what was your deal with him anyway?
They're so pushy. So pushy.
They seemed all right to me.
No one wants to buy spices.
I want
Yo.
Ricky. Where do you think all this delicious food comes from?
Go get
Spices.
them. They're right there.
I go and collect spices.
Add spices to your inventory.
Sweet.
Expired spices.
Spices don't expire.
Expired spices and spice merchant. Bone meal is good. Right? No.
Oatmeal.
Grind up some femur. Yeah.
I begin looking for people in this town. Yelling out, hello?
It looks off to the north doesn't seem to be quite so bad.
What's that?
Off to the north doesn't seem to be quite so bad.
I let everybody know I'm heading up that way. And then I head that way.
Is it by the
Okay.
church that it doesn't look so bad, or is it by the estate that it doesn't look so bad? The manor or whatever that mayor's house was.
It seems to be a ring of devastation that gets progressively less the closer you get to a church.
Ah, okay. Right.
I say, bye, Colby. Don't offend anybody on the way.
No problem. Jerk.
You notice going in between the ruins, you see a large, what looks like a metal crustacean come out of one building and crawl into another.
Buck monsters, run away!
I know what that is.
Holy dwarf.
Trotting forward, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay.
I would probably be following the path of least destruction. Like,
Heading towards the church.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You do see, as you're getting closer, the devastation gets less. There are people that are packing things up and prepping to leave, it seems. There are some guards around. Not very many, but some. They look battle-worn.
Do they take notice of this force of 100 people that just strolled into
They
the town?
just kind of watch you through very tired eyes as you pass by. Everyone seems kind of skinny, a little malnourished.
Sorry, there's people that are these survivors you're saying? I'm sorry, I misheard what you said.
Survivors.
Skinny and malnourished. Do I see any of this?
Yeah.
I start making a meal for them.
Stone soup.
What are you going to cook, Smurrrrh?
Anything that is suitable with some of the spices that I have. Some kind of soup or something.
You do have that horse.
The extra horse?
Yeah.
Of course.
All right.
Colby had the last you saw.
I'll go over and cut its head off.
Talk to him or something.
I just say I'm gonna make some food for these guys. They're pretty hungry. They're pretty hard up.
The middle of Main Street. Okay.
There's no one else there but us.
Yeah. All right.
No one's gonna be shocked other than the people that's with him.
All right, Smurrrrh.
Poor Druid is gonna hate me now. I know this isn't gonna go well.
Well, it's not like you're doing it for sport.
Right.
No, you're not doing it for joy. You're doing it to feed people.
Yeah.
All right, Smurrrrh.
And
The horse
in
is very
order, as long as all of the parts are used from a creature, it wasn't like farmed. That's
Yeah. No, it'll be quick.
so.
Smurrrrh, you remember you do have a recipe for horse. You have several more recipes for bear, but you have one for horse. He's muted.
Yeah, I'll use the recipe for horse.
Oh, okay.
Was it a soup like he said, or a stew?
I'll use the bones for soup and stuff, or for broth or whatever.
Okay. So Smurrrrh stops here. You walk up. The horse looks at you with trusting eyes, having bared your weight from Silvery Moon to where
I
you
give
found
him-
your stone horse.
I give him a little pat before I cut his head off.
Oh my god!
Okay, I tried. I'm sorry.
No
It's
more
okay,
tears.
Daddy's got you.
No more tears.
No more tears. It's okay. Ah!
Yeah. So you start butchering the animal there in the street. The guards kind of make a Y around you and scatter a bit as they're seeing you just go to town on this horse.
Oh my god!
Begin butchering it in the street. Go ahead and roll me a your cooking check for this travesty.
It's not the best.
No, but it's food, and it's pretty good to these people who start lining up in a large mass that's not really a line.
Does he get bonuses for the spice?
Yes, he gets.
That's what I
bonuses
was
for
wondering.
advice. Yep.
I'm setting
So-
up the guard to I don't know the best way. Tell them which way we're heading out of town. Would be
Okay.
east and where that is, and
See, I had to counteract my act of kindness with with killing the horse.
You maintained the balance. You really did.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be busy with the army, basically.
So you're setting the army up. Colby's heading up north of the church. Dara, what are you doing?
Chantal's all upset that I killed the horse. There were no rabbits available, honey. Sorry.
Considering the nature of what this is for her,
Mhm.
she's going to probably stay either close to where the priestesses are or with Colby, one of the two.
If the priestesses, they'll break off and start trying to cure disease in the area. If you're cool with that, Colby. The biggest of them will approach and can we start helping these people?
Yeah, that's fine.
They've been through a lot, apparently.
I have heal checks to assist if necessary, so.
All right. There are people that are in pretty bad shape, but they were going to live. I mean, you're just going to help ease their suffering. Smurrrrh's feeding them. Riclamin's, you're setting up the militia, usurping the guard captain. Yeah.
No, I'm letting him do his thing, but you know,
okay. He starts having the guards get the people in an orderly line.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Formations.
To receive horse jerky. Or stew. That's right.
Yeah.
So Colby, you're going to be heading off alone up north unless Adira's going with you.
She asked me to. Otherwise, if they've stopped to treat people, that's what she would do.
Okay. Well then, that's Colby on his own. Heading north, where you see the church, Colby. You remember this church.
Yep.
I'm specifically avoiding the church because that guy doesn't like me.
You get there, you see two people in the yellow robes, very familiar. They look a lot less plump than last time, though. Going about one of them is actually trying to work with a meager garden. Even the vegetables are sick, it seems.
He's actually tending to the garden.
Yep.
Okay, I walk past and I go in. I dismount, obviously.
Inside, you find most of the place has been turned into, looks like the pews have been turned into cots, but most are empty now. Up in the back, you see a large cot. One priest knelt beside it, spooning some type of a watery, I guess it's supposed to be broth, to an elderly priest. He does not seem to be doing too good.
So I approach and ask him what happened here.
It just, the one looks at you, but the older one just answers, "I'm old." It just happens.
Referring to the state of the town.
Well, we've been under siege for a while now. I held them off as long as I could, but it's been quite draining.
Will you recover?
I think not. My time grows short.
Oh, no. I take him for his word. The priest that's attending to him, I don't recognize him, or
Just one of the monks from before. This one is the one that said that he's particularly long-winded.
which one? The one that's sick is the one, the long-winded one, yeah. Okay, we're heading after the force of undead that just passed by. Is there anybody left in this town capable of fighting that you know of?
The elder priest holds up the hand, stop the one from feeding him the broth, and collect my robe and my staff. It is time.
You should probably stay here with whatever. What would I call him? The high priest.
The high priest? That is the high priest.
That said he would come? The one that's
Yep.
sick on the bed?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm sorry. I didn't communicate that very clearly. It just turns to you and says, I'm old, son. I'm not dead yet.
Well, who am I?
There's the light's work to be done.
Is there anything I can do to assist you, even if just temporarily?
If you have a horse.
I had one. Why, are you hungry? I say, as a matter of fact, I do have a horse. Let's get ready and head back. Perhaps we can still catch the undead horde. Do you know how long ago they passed?
They broke through the wards last night.
Early night, late night?
Fairly early on.
Then we must leave immediately.
The one that was spoon feeding them broth runs out, grabs a guy tending the garden. They help get him upright, start dressing him, and then his staff, put his big hat on.
Big hat.
And then start preparing their own stuff, which he just looks at them. You won't need that.
I tell the other two to meet us in the town square shortly. I'll take the high priest with me.
You can call me Jorik, son.
Very well, Jorik.
Jorik Thatcher.
Jorik Thatcher, nice. I have a war horse waiting for us outside that'll take us to the town center.
He kind of goes very, very slowly. Makes it out to the front. The priests that you said would meet in town square start heading out again and head for town square. He meets your war horse. I'm assuming you're talking donkey.
Yeah, we figured something to get him and I both on the horse, the mule.
Okay.
And then we raced to the center, where we arrived.
Okay.
I would probably put him in front because I don't think he can hold on to me.
Not really.
Maybe he's like sitting on your lap facing you with his legs wrapped around you.
As awkward as that might be, it's probably what I had to do.
Kanye the Giant
With a
singing
priest.
a song, rapping it. Would you say?
Oh boy. That's bad.
Oh man.
Yeah. Kanye. That's you get him there. That's whatever.
That happened.
The rest of the people are just sort of looking at you, tilting their head.
They come up, help him get down. One of them chuckles. He thwacks him with the staff.
Okay, as I'm arriving, I'm shouting out to the rest of the troop. Okay, we gotta go. They passed here late last night. They have half a day on us. We must ride, and we must ride hard.
He turns to
I'm like, shut your mouth.
He turns to the three the three priests that followed him out and said, now you can go about doing some better work and tend to these people and stop worrying about me. Drop your belongings. You won't be needing those. Let's go.
Are the two that were with him, are they coming with us?
He just ordered them off. They start
Off,
taking over.
Like, what do you mean off? Like, not to come with us, or?
Right.
Okay. So I'm probably seeing a bloody butchered horse carcass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Realizing what happened, I tell the priest, it looks like you're riding with me, but we better figure out another situation because this isn't going to work for me for the next 8
Considering
hours.
all of the commotion that's come from them, would I have noticed his arrival since he had so many people with him and made such a spectacle?
Oh, yeah. You notice the old guy coming up with riding with Colby. Or riding Colby, whatever you want to put
Me
it.
trying to see around
All right,
him.
so I hear him talking about the horse.
Yeah.
Friend Colby, if you need another mount, I can transform into my bear shift, and I am as fast on foot as the horses. Though I was afraid it would spook them or our troops the first day we started out.
I think with what we're about to encounter, a bear is the least frightening thing. I asked the high priest if he's able to. Could you ride a bear? As I stayed, I realized how ridiculous it sounds.
If
I-
you need foot, you can have my mount.
I ride up. I'm like, that's not necessary. Here, just take my horse. And I dismount. And
All
get on
right.
my horse.
He looks at you. Thank you. I'm not sure how I was going to pull that other one off without breaking a holy vow, even though it's technically, I don't know.
I
Yeah,
was
then
more worried about how you're going to hold on.
I see
Naked bear.
time's done some wonders for your sense of humor.
He's forgotten you all timer.
He starts-
It's all good.
He starts tying himself onto the saddle with the best he can. He looks like he needs some help.
I assist.
Roll a use rope check.
Could I roll a ride check?
No, you could roll a use rope check to tie him into the saddle.
If Colby struggles or anything, I'll show him how it's done.
Let's see.
Use rope. That sounds like a dex. Yep, that's what I thought.
It is.
Colby's got this. Oh, what do you know? Colby's got this.
Barely. It ain't pretty. He may not ever come off it, but he's on there.
All right. You've got him tied on pretty well, and he's keeping pace with y'all on the horse.
So we headed out. Is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
Yeah.
The rest of the party come with? Okay, we're pushing as hard as and fast as these horses will take us.
Smurrrrh, you just leaving your soup kitchen there, letting them deal with them as they will. The yellow robed monks offer to come up and take over for you. You're muted, by the way.
thanks. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. The party takes off again, heading for the eastern gate of Everland. Upon arriving there, you can see the further east you go, the darker it gets. Seems not even the sun penetrates that cloud.
This is a different cloud than before, though, right?
Yep.
I point and say, our enemy awaits.
The ride begins.
We're fighting a cloud?
Knock yourself out.
Don't do that.
He just boink, takes himself out.
Okay. Riding through the forest, not too much trouble. You never traveled this way before, since you got teleported the first time.
Do I move faster than the rest of the...
Yeah, you do.
I would kind of, not a huge distance, but I would...
Except him. He's faster than everybody.
Except who?
Mr. Fluck guy.
Okay, well, I would not levitate anymore. I don't have to even do that. I would use Donkey's new flying skill to kind of be hovering above where I can
Mhm.
see outside the forest. Maybe
Okay.
40 feet in front of the pack.
Oh, that's awesome. So you and Riclamin are both going to be above the tree line and everything here, yeah?
Yeah.
Y'all will notice way off, you can kind of see where it starts to converge. There's like a black spot. It's about all you can make out from this distance.
A black spot meaning where? What?
Like a black dome coming out of the ground far off on the horizon.
I see. Okay.
I mentioned to Rick, who I assume is flying near me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to? Do we want to fight him that close to that converging, whatever that is?
Do we have a choice?
I can try and lure him out.
All right.
If our target is Ronald,
What about
There's
those
a chance.
artifacts?
what's that?
Aren't we riding to retrieve those artifacts?
We are riding to retrieve the artifacts, but Ronald might turn around if we can deal with him one-on-one. It'll make the it much easier to take out the wraiths. Actually, from what I know about wraiths, you take him out, you take out all the wraiths.
No.
No, damn it.
just the wraiths will be uncontrolled. They may or may not still desire a fight.
They will be free of their master's whim. They will have their own will.
Well, that's still better. What they said.
Okay.
But who's to say who their master is? I can deal with Ren.
Who knows
Are
what
you
else
sure?
is around him? Okay.
I think we need to worry about what else is around him.
You think we do or don't?
Do.
I don't want to be dealing with him and what's around him at the same time.
I'm saying you deal with what's around him. I'll deal with him.
Okay.
I
guess
don't really know if we could even. How could you even lure him out?
I can send him a message.
I mean, if it works, I'd say go for it. But if it doesn't, it's not going to harm anything.
Okay, so I guess we would pause. And
Time. Where's the D&D rep? Time. Time out.
Well, while y'all are doing that, then we'll go back with Adara and Smurrrrh. Do y'all have anything in particular going on that you want to take care of down there? Or you're just spearheading the charge. It's all new territory for you, Smurrrrh. You haven't been here before.
Well, if considering that she did see the elder cleric on his mount and everything, she tried to stay near him so that she could assist if he needs it. So she's probably not actually near Smurrrrh at the moment.
Okay. Paying attention to him, he looks like he's in very bad health. But real quick heal check.
Okay. My heal is 14.
There's a couple of minuses for being just a glance at him on the run, but that's still enough. You can tell it's the wear and tear of just his age.
All right.
He's definitely near the dusk of his life there. It's about over. The siege conditions didn't do anything for him as well.
Well, he's been the one using a great amount of magic to protect the city for years on end now.
Yep.
All right, are you already covered?
I'm ready with the message whenever you guys are.
Fire at me. What you got?
Okay, so
Make it good.
Colby reaches out with his mind, or however that works, and targets the Ronald Wraith.
And that's how this message spell works. Okay. Go ahead.
What's that?
I'm making sure that's how. Sending. Okay.
Sending, yes. Sending, he can.
I actually can't use message. It's a wizard thingy.
Okay. Sending.
So
You say
I'm
Ronald.
sending him a message up to 25 words.
Uh-huh.
Ronald,
Do they get to respond?
Yeah.
You can respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me find it.
Riclamin's found
Send
a
it.
wonderful halfling to give your belt to.
That's what you sent?
I'm trying to think if I could beef that up more. I would be probably saying this out loud, so feel free to speak at me, Riclamin.
He's like, you got this.
I think he'll make wonderful use of your wondrous creation, seeing as it's no good to you anymore now that you're all dead.
Okay.
Such a shame.
Are you making him roll on that?
Yeah. We're seeing how he feels about this.
He seems to have retained all his negative energies.
Okay.
I think the halfling plans to use it to mop the floors.
He just responds back, you catch twisted one. Me and my servants will make new belts from your hides, and then silence.
Did we notice a change in the cloud up front?
Oh, y'all are up there seeing. Okay. So you're going to see that black orb shimmering start to slowly dissipate as it's trailing off into the trees.
I think it worked. As I zip down to the troop, and I yell out, "Defensive positions!
Prepare for battle!
The enemy comes!"
Okay. You remember you are still far distance, so it's probably going to be tomorrow before they even get here. Very far distance.
Set up trap. Set up.
That's the song I sing. It's an old bardic song my mom sang me.
What's that?
Oh,
Do we
yeah.
notice he's a distance away?
It's a great distance away still,
Cool.
Like a day away
A day
at least.
away.
as I sing
least.
to set up the trap.
So he's probably going to arrive at nightfall?
Nightfall today or tomorrow. Remember how long it took you? Well, y'all were on foot the first time too, but you remember it was a pretty decent journey trying to get here in the first place.
Okay.
Yep.
So I say, as I head down, I say, prepare for battle. The enemy will arrive within the day.
The troops are like,
To defensive positions, then.
I say it's time we had some fun with these undead. Perhaps we'll get to enact my plan after all.
okay.
I start to. Are they following me? Like, do I have command over them?
You can try.
I start directing them to dig trenches.
Okay.
Prepare a perimeter of trenches that we may fill with holy water.
Okay. They start digging holes.
Hey, I can actually help quite a bit with that with my size and bear form.
The older priest turns to you and says, shouldn't we not make for the cave?
Is there a cave which can
There's a
be-
forward outpost the burnt man has.
Then let us go there.
Yep. Yep. The wise man knows what he's talking about.
What?
Do what I said, but at the cave.
Okay.
He directs pointing y'all off towards the Nether Mountains, the base of it. Just judging from distances and everything, you think that might be the Severed Hand Cave.
Hey, I remember that place. Hey, my friend's there that I left. And I can talk to him now.
Your friends there that you left?
Remember the undead I told the
To guard.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
What, did he become more undead?
He's probably back with, his
Anyway.
owner.
We make for
Yeah.
the cave.
All right. So you're going to be pushing hard and cutting through knowledge check Riclamin.
Knowledge check?
Yep, just a straight knowledge. Your militia experience might help you here. Okay. You're not going to be able to help them.
Okay.
So y'all are going to stick to the road for a ways before heading off for the cave.
We'll say I would have been able to help them, but I'm not really impeded by trees or anything right now, so I'm not thinking about it.
Right. That's basically what it was. If you were down there, you would have led them through a quick path. Would have been just as good as the road and through the forest. But yeah. Elven militia leader for the win. So booking it down the road for quite a ways. Let's see here. You do come across, about halfway through the day, a path of destruction cut out one side of the forest, across the road, and through the other. Trees knocked over, large footprints.
We're hauling ass to that cave no matter what. We don't have time for anything else.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, sorry, I thought it was much closer than you explained. So as Colby realizes it's taking half a day, he's like, fucking move your asses. We don't have time for this.
Yep. You'll reach the cave probably tomorrow, but they won't get there till tomorrow night, so maybe you'll be all right. You're going to push on through the night, right?
How far is this fucking cave?
Well, you were about, 5 days away from Jalanthar, yeah, roughly my walking distance. So
Okay, I had no idea that that was where we were headed.
Well, you're not heading all the way over there. It took you a couple days to get to that cave. It's like the halfway point, pretty much.
Well,
Right.
we were teleported ahead by Blackstaff, so
No, but Buddy said the cave. I assumed he meant a cave that was nearby, not the cave that's literally in Jalanthar.
No, halfway to Jalanthar. The Shattered Hand Cave that y'all cleaned out a long time ago. It's been being used as a forward post by someone known as the Burnt Man.
Okay, well, we're busting ass there.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't clear as to where that was, so
That's
I'm
my
really
bad.
fucked up right now.
It's all right. Not a problem.
Ride.
So anything but pushing. Just nothing at all. Just pushing
Yeah.
forward, right?
Yeah, I'm worried now because it's taking too long.
Colby
Do I get a
starts getting
second
more panicked.
chance to make another check because of he didn't realize how far it was?
If Colby really starts panicking, yeah, you'll get a second chance.
Well, yeah, I'd be like, where is this cave, dude? Like, it's been a day, literally.
All right. So yeah, make one more check then, Riclamin.
All right, one more shot. Nope. Maybe not.
Sorry. 15.
Oh, frick.
You know, most of my beneficial things are 15.
Okay, so we
All right.
left Everlund and spent that night traveling towards this cave.
You have spent, you left Everland. You spent that day, this night, and most of this day traveling towards a cave. Night's fast approaching, and you do see the cave in the distance coming up the path. You remember this trail.
How much time do I think I have? Or Rick, how much time do you think before Renault's on us?
Go ahead, Rick.
Is this like a
roll.
spot check? What is
No,
this?
this is another one of your rolls. Let's see your roll.
Oh, man.
Fuck my life.
You've probably got another day to prepare before he gets here.
Okay, so we're at the cave.
Looks like a day, but it's hard to
Yep.
spot where he is.
Is this
Yeah.
like militia you're a militia skill thing you're checking, or this is out of character, obviously?
This is his militia knowledge.
Okay.
I'm still in a rush. Okay, directing people to prepare, dig the trenches, fill it with the holy water.
All right, you get to the cave. Do you go in?
What's the priest doing? That
The
told
priest
us
is
to get to the
heading
burnt
straight
man.
for the cave.
I go with him.
I'm
You're
with
right.
him already, so
You ride right through. You get a kind of a warm feeling as you go through the entrance to the cave.
is this similar to the one that we had previously when we were at Riclamin's Hold?
Similar, perhaps not quite as strong, but it's definitely the same nature.
I'm setting up the troops because we said we were going to be doing a thing, so I'm helping that other guy.
All right. Getting in, you're greeted by an older, hunched-over man covered in bandages, walking with the staff. He greets Jorik as he comes in, turns, looks at you, and just points, "You!" to Colby.
Colby's done a lot of shit. He waits.
He waits.
Kind of like, come on.
After destroying the town, what nerve you have showing up here. Start to recognize the older man's voice. My tower would have been beautiful.
Edric, your town destroyed itself. They're full of fanatics and the corrupt. We're here now to save and prevent the evil that was unleashed that day. Either help us to get out of the way.
Get. I've been holding this off for years. Get out of the way.
Well, then help us finish it once and for all.
If it hadn't been for that ranger that went with you, I would have died. Luckily, Ad hoc brought me here.
Ad hoc was good people.
Nurse me back to health. I haven't seen him in years. He went off to find you.
Yeah. It was unfortunate what happened in your town, but that wasn't the intention. Now we can sit here and squabble about it, or we can try to stop the undead army that approaches.
What can I do for you?
Well, about an unlimited amount of wraiths are coming towards us. You tell me. My knowledge is that of the divine, not the arcane.
He starts. I need to retreat to my study.
How big is this cave?
You could fit everyone in it.
Is this your home?
For what it's worth, yes. I am the resistance.
I ask because I'm trying to see if you'd be, what your thoughts are of flooding it.
If you can destroy them, so be it.
Okay. Is it just you in this cave?
Yes.
Evacuate or stand outside the cave. We need to start filling it immediately.
All right. Let's go ahead and...
Friend Colby, are you thinking of filling it and using a wall of stone and then unleashing it when they get near?
I am.
How deep is this cave?
The torrent of water that would release if we managed to fill it would be quite severe. However, it has a small opening, and I believe if the army stood fanned out from the opening, they would be safe from what was released. Riclamin and I can. Or can you still stand in it, Rick?
Now, you do remember, Colby, that it does slant slightly downward as you're going in. Remember?
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It's not an upward shooting cave or anything. It's
How far down did it go?
Just a small slant. You remember there's one spot off to the right that slants down even further.
Okay.
That's where
so
y'all. That's where y'all hid from the smoke last time.
I would want a sense of how much of the cave I think is above or parallel with the entrance.
If you remember correctly, most of what was to the left, you could probably use that. But
To
Let me-
fill the whole thing, though.
let me help you out here. You roll me a memory check right quick, just an intelligence check. We'll give you your memory, or are you going to take time to explore it? Either one's fine.
Well, the mage heard our plan. Does he have any insight?
Yeah. He'll guide you, guided tour. So you have this to work with.
So the entire upper part you said is above the entrance?
Basically what you've got, this slants down. This goes down further. This is about even with where it lands right here. But this goes up.
Okay. Everybody out, and I'll craft a stone shape to
By the way, the map is not showing on the Twitch stream.
oh,
Oh,
sorry.
great.
Okay.
The wizard suggests if you blocks it off here, it won't drain back down. You could fill this whole upper chamber and block it off here, so it might shoot out.
Okay, I tell the wizard I have one stone shape spell available to me. Does he have any? Is he capable of that spell?
He says, I will need a moment.
Okay, you block the inside like you suggest, and I'll take care of the one at the front.
It's working now.
Sound like a plan?
He just nods.
Three what?
Go back over your plan again.
We're gonna fill the inside of this cave up.
Yeah, but you need to contain water, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's gonna block off over here. You're gonna block off over here.
No, he's taking care of the insides.
Oh, he's doing both.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just doing the entrance, the final.
I thought you said you do that one. I'll get this one in the front. I'm like, there's
No.
three.
I need him to contain the water inside like he suggested, keep it outside of the lower. So if anything, Sragg, there and here.
Not seeing your pings.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Block right here.
That goes down though. That area that he blocked off.
So this is all this area is below.
This that you're seeing here, you follow my actually, you know what? I got a better thing for this. You see this path?
Yeah.
This is where this is above. So the water is going to flow like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
That's what he's got planned currently with what you gave him to work with. Because that goes down. That's about even, but this here is slanted down. So it's just going to be enough of a rush, hopefully, to push it out.
Well, how far slanted down is it?
It's not terrible. You're not going to get a huge gush, but it'll definitely flood the area. It'll keep them from sinking into the ground.
Okay. Okay, everybody out of the cave.
You see, Edric seems a little nervous about stepping outside, but he does.
I'm sure he feels much better when he
Once we've
sees
released
the
the water,
army.
we can retreat back inside the cave if necessary. And with the ground drenched, the wraiths will not be able to flee from us.
I asked Riclamin for the decanter.
I interrupt my whatever I'm doing with that captain or whatever, and I hand him the decanter. Go back to what I was doing.
I summon a shape stone in front of the entrance and leave like a hole at the top, the very top of the entrance, such that like the decanter can be pointed in
All
And
right.
released
You're
its-
gonna wait for the wizard, though, yes?
Oh yeah, everybody's out, right?
Yes, everyone's out.
So I seal it off with that hole at the top, right at the top, so that the water will sit right at that level, and then brace myself and unleash the decanter on its maximum setting.
Okay.
Glancing behind me to see if the troops how they're doing with their trenches, etc.
They are digging. This is a little different than what they're used to, but they're setting up something basic. Where do you create a water elemental? How do you animate one of those?
No.
What spell?
It's animate water. It's
Okay.
pages 12 and 13 of the spell compendium.
Okay.
I was considering the control water spell, but it sucks.
All right. Smurrrrh, what do you got going on?
Just hanging out in the background.
In the background,
Well,
there's a
wherever.
war fixing to happen.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready with my falchion, but not doing much other than that. Taking a couple practice swings.
The answer is yes.
Yes?
Yeah,
All right.
since it's that exact amount of, it's that exact water, then if it is that in the first place, it stays that.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Are you making holy water elementals?
Hell yes, I am.
That's awesome.
They're tiny, but they.
I don't know. Even a tiny elemental that hurts me like acid, I'd be pretty scared of.
Well, the elder priest gets Edric's help to untie himself from the horse. Gets down. Sees what you're doing, just kind of nods. And starts walking outside.
We're already outside.
Oh, that's right. You're not filling it up from the outside?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Sorry. All
As
right.
I glance over my shoulder, I'm kind of, yeah, I guess I'd be planning the entrance to the cave to be
Then
like
it won't take,
What's that?
it's not going to take too long then for it to start getting up to an even level with you and to run back out onto the grass.
Okay,
So you're going to have to start shaping it slowly as you're going up, or what are you doing here?
Well, the rock, you mean?
The water that you're filling it up with, right? It is slanted down slightly in the entrance, but after you filled that part up and caught up with it, it's going up the other side. So you're going to have what? You have to deal with the air bubble that's trapped over there. You have to deal with...
I'm sure it's coming out at a...
to a degree, yeah.
No, like I would... If it's trying to come back out...
Yeah, partially. It's coming back out.
It's filled like literally to the top of the entrance of the cave. And it's trying to come back out.
No, it's down enough. It's not a horrible slant going down. That's the problem.
Okay. Clear the map and I'm going to draw you what's happening.
David, what he meant to explain was when he shaped the stone, is he put the hole as high up as he could and still
Gotcha.
reach it to put the
Yeah,
decanter in
I'm filling it from the top.
Okay.
So until there's no place left for that water to go but out that hole, it's going to keep filling the back.
Okay, you're good then. I got what
That's
you're
why I was
saying.
asking like how deep it went, because the water will still push backwards.
I missed the part where you had shaped stone to this point. That's the problem. Okay. I'm going all over the place, so I missed that little detail. Okay. Crap. Let's see. Riclamin, you're helping with the trenches, trying to give them as much best you can over there, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to help with the trenches as well in my bear form. I am going to activate my glow so that any undead that might reach us early will react to my glow.
All right, but back to the question.
Yeah, I was
Riclamin.
helping the captain. I was helping the captain, you know, because I know he's inexperienced. So if he
Make a
says
diplomacy
something,
check.
if he says something that is pretty stupid, I let him ride off, and then I tell them to do something different after he's out of earshot.
After he's out of earshot. Now, that's going to cause. Do you want to do a diplomacy check, or you want to just try to roll with it and see what happens?
Well,
And are you diplomacying him or the troops?
it depends. How many orders have we done so far, and how many times was he wrong?
Well, the way he's setting it up, it's not so much that he's wrong. It's just that he seems to like the whole square formation better than the circles that Colby was asking for coming out from the area. It's
All right.
aesthetic value. Nothing really. It's going to take more time.
Actively harmful.
Kind of annoying. That's about it. What am I getting?
Yeah, I
just
don't
shout
think
over
it's a
my
good
shoulder,
idea.
We need to fan out. Fan.
And fan echoing in the background.
They have square fans in the village he's from.
Yes.
What
a weirdo.
while he's
So-
directing troops for the additional soil that we have that we're digging out from the trenches, I'll be kind of directing the handful that might be listening to me, and also with my own strength and everything, creating packs around the front of the cave for us to stand on that will be above where the water comes out so that nobody is knocked over when it's unleashed.
Okay. So y'all are going to have raised platforms that will not be submerged. Gotcha.
It will soak up some of the water, but we need a place to stand back when it's released. Otherwise, the troops could be knocked to the ground. So
How
we'll
big is
come
this that
off
you're
those
making for all of
platforms
you?
After.
You're making platforms big enough for all of the people to stand on, or just for y'all to stand on?
Just some little shallow mounds of about 6 inches or so that we have ground that is not going to be just washed out from under our feet when the water's unleashed. Just a few of them along the entrance to the cave, so that the water actually comes out in a direction, so that it doesn't just wash our troops off their.
So I get you. So you're trying to keep that area from getting hit.
Yeah,
Immediately.
we're trying to make an area where our troops, because of the force of that amount of water coming out of a cave, she's seen a dam break, and that's essentially what's going to happen. So she's going to make some little bead dam breaks so that we have spaces that our troops can back into when we unleash the water, and then come back into the drenched area.
So instead of the cave opening and it just goes everywhere, it's going to go over here, and these areas will have no holy water. Gotcha.
Just very thin areas to either side, just something that we can step back onto, unleash the water, and then step into the prepared battlefield.
I understood.
Okay.
You have dammed up both sides safely. Won't take too much problems.
Just a nice
All
wide
right.
bead.
So everyone's got their assigned tasks. Everyone's working on something, and the priest, it seems, is sitting down and he's praying. And you notice as you go by, he's still praying every time you go by. It's every time anyone passes, he's just locked into prayer.
Okay.
He's up to something.
No.
Yeah.
Prayer
I know.
/ fell asleep.
And Edrix is seeming to, he's reading through his books. He seems to be scribbling down different scrolls, getting stuff ready, trying. You notice that book he's got doesn't seem like anything he would have had in his spell book in his shop before. Kind of don't know where he got that one. Anyhow, it's thicker than Renaald's was. Let's take a break right quick. Come back, see how your preparations did.
Okay, short break, everybody. We'll catch you on the other side. Those of you catching up on YouTube, come back tomorrow for the next episode.